over the next quarter, next couple of weeks, or if not a month or so. I think what that's going to coincide with, up to here, see resistance on previous support, and actually a flush down, that will coincide in my analysis. In terms of what I'm thinking right now, that will coincide with Bitcoin flushing down to that 22K region, okay? So if we do get a big significant drop in the S&P, traditional markets, I would say that coincides with Bitcoin coming back down to 20s, okay? 22 here, okay? That's not that low, fucking that's 14. Something like that, if we get this right, it actually does look quite similar to traditional anyway. I think we do something like that. And that would be the scenario for Bitcoin if we do get another big significant drop in equity. Because, these things are very correlated right now. I've said it from the very beginning, guys, before anyone was even fucking talking about this shit. I was saying that Bitcoin trades like a fintech stock. Guess what? NASDAQ started going down first. Bitcoin followed it. NASDAQ's another chart, though, and I think NASDAQ's done enough for me. I don't mind. There's a few more levels I could see coming down to, potentially even around here as well for maybe lower time. But like, if you draw a fib on this, I think we're probably going to be from macro swing low. We're almost even there, guys. We're really not almost on a 618 retracement. Maybe one more to 618. I think that's absolutely perfectly fine for NASDAQ. S&P's been lagging back a little bit. It's obviously US. So this would be 618 retracement from Corona City dump as well from this macro move. And, looking at it, I would say what we're probably looking at on a Elliott wave, or some sort of wave count, is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go off to the races for the last one. That would be my hunch on this. I don't think we're going to get. I don't think this was the fifth. I don't think it's the fifth wave. That was the fifth wave, and then we're getting actually now the ABC. I don't think that's the case. I think actually we're going to get that's the fourth wave, and that's similar for my analysis on Bitcoin in terms of long term. I do think that Bitcoin has a little bit more of a ways to go, depending on how low we go. I think we do have a wave up before the end of this bull market, because that is confluent with the CBBI. We can't lie to ourselves, leggies. The CBBI is at fucking 25. Like, this can't even go down that much lower. Like, there's 25 on the CBBI. Like, under 10, I'm a massive long-term buyer for Bitcoin. Above 90, I'm selling. So CBBI is really getting down there for a good time to be buying it for long to medium-term plays. And then you have the thing is with Luna as well, I'll talk about it a little bit. Luna has kind of exacerbated these moves, and I don't know how much Luna is going to affect outside of like crypto, but it's just another thing in the news, isn't it? Like, oh yeah, an altcoin went to zero. It's just creating that stigma in the air, What's going on there? What's going on? What Counter-Strike? Love YouTube thinks you're playing CS. Yo, I love Counter-Strike, brother. Yo, fucking, let's put smoke in mid, yo. Get a grenade in mid. Who's that guy who makes games within CSGO? It's CTX. If you guys download freaking Counter-Strike right now and then play CTX's games within Counter-Strike, it's absolutely legendary. It is some of the best shit ever. So why the fuck does he? I'm not playing Counter-Strike. I'm playing. Actually, wait. You could say this. I'm having a battle with the markets. Like, we're watching warfare right now. It's as brutal as CS:GO. Fucking this. Like, when you throw a fucking grenade at someone's head and it blows their head off. You know what? That's as crazy what happened with Luna. That's the same analogy. It's like throwing a smoke in mid with a grenade, power driving it to the fucking ground. It's the same analogy. Someone getting blasted up. That lunatings. Lunatic Shizm and Izzle for Loon Ski. Right, let's have a look at ETH, guys, because the Ethereum, everyone's been banging on about, like, oh yeah, ETH. Everyone wants me to talk about ETH. Like, to be honest, I have a hodl stack of ETH, but I don't trade it that much. Let's get rid of a few of these things. I guess extend that out. So in terms of Ethereum, guys, it's the same shit, different story. It really is, same shit. It's the same thing, but a different coin. That really is what you could say here. This price action is very, very similar to Bitcoin. You can actually see, it actually kind of shows a bit more, you would say, some sort of ABC or maybe even a flag. I would say that what we really, I think Ethereum shows it a little bit better actually than Bitcoin. You can see this kind of channel here, right, which then did break, obviously in hindsight. But if you actually very simply just invert your chart, guys, you can see that it's a massive bear. Well, it's a bull flag if you invert it. So you can see it's a very, very obvious channel, but it's actually a bear flag. Okay, so in hindsight, you can see this quite nicely actually. In terms of that type of analysis, that's fine if you're using it. Didn't really need it for me. I just said that if you get a deviation of this level here, it's very likely we're going range lows, and that's actually exactly what we got. So I did that video. I actually did a video, guys, in Thailand here saying I think we're going to go range lows. That would be my hunch, right, in terms of lower. And I didn't do a video for a month, guys. It took a month for us to go to range lows, and then this is like the capitulation. I would say on the end, on the back of it. You know, we have this level here, guys. This is range highs. We have range macro lows. We have a deviation at the top side, and potentially we're looking, I think, some sort of deviation at the bottom side. You know, this looks to me like the market loves to do that. It loves to make the fools out the most people, and the market will always do what everyone doesn't expect. So deviation at the top, deviation at the bottom, max amount of pain into the middle. You know, let's talk about medium term sideways BS for a few months, maybe 6 months to a year of just like, oh, well, oh no, okay, oh, bullshit, with a long-term continuation for Bitcoin. Like, that would be where my hunch lies. If we get a stock market crash, we go 20. And I think this is actually really, really nice how far this has come down so quickly without that much, like, there's not been that much crazy reaction to this. You know, this isn't like 2008 and not everyone's going crazy. You know, you got to remember 2008, you know, it's not that much, okay? It's a decent fucking drop, okay? We could be just getting down to the last one. You can see how very similar this is. You know, we have these higher low, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs coming in, and then actually we did break through. You know, we could be looking at that now, which is about to take place. You know, you can see here, we have these lower highs and lower lows coming in. The last one will probably look like something like this, guys. Support here, back round, and then we get the drop to the 618, and that's the time where the news and the narrative is like, oh my god, it's depression, we're all gonna die, oh my god, buy fucking loo roll for your fucking children, all that shit. You know, the apocalypse is coming. So that's gonna be that move. But I think this would be, if it does happen, you know, Bitcoin's already dropped so significantly far. I just think it's gonna go 20k, and then we're gonna find support here, and that'll be it. You know, there's not much more that we can go down. It's just there is just going to be a lack of sellers. Like, literally, how many people can sell? Like, there's a lot of people in crypto who are die-hard fucking hodl guys. Like, you're just going to run out of sellers, and then I can see significant institutions coming in and snapping up those type of price points, just exactly the same way as banks. Okay, banks rule equity, right? Banks rule the fucking stock market. They fucking manipulate the stock market. They rule it. The banks will buy the equities. And the exchanges will buy the cryptocurrencies on the next dump, okay? And then there'll be institutions as well, like money management firms, like family offices, hedge funds. You know, we're talking the types of kind of guys. Like, imagine fucking like Grayscale kind of guys, you know, even Chicago. So that's what I'm kind of looking for there. And then in terms of alts, guys, we all know Luna. Yeah, Luna fucking Boona absolutely murked the whole market. You know, I've done a few videos on that already, guys. Just go over to my YouTube channel. You can see that shit. I've been talking about Luna. I was talking about Luna going 786 anyway. All lost keys, hodl. Well, the thing is, you know, like I said, like if you look at the fibs, you know, I've seen some stuff on Twitter as well. But if you look at the fibs, you know, there's nothing really that crazy about this. I've said from the beginning, I think we're going range lows. We've gone macro range lows. You know, if we do find resistance on the 618s, then we're coming down 786. Guess where that comes in at? It's pretty fucking simple, guys. We're going 22. You know, there's confluence there. So if we want to go like that, yes, fine. I think we're getting quite close right now. I just went through a whole. If you just come into this stream, guys, just basically go to the beginning of the stream again in a minute. I'm gonna probably do like an hour. I'm gonna try and do an hour on this stream. I keep doing these crazy streams. I'm trying to do an hour, right? So I've been saying from the beginning, guys, like we have a whole load of the case. So these are the MDX indicators, guys. I've developed these and made these with my team. Just to quickly reiterate what I'm saying here, we're oversold, guys. Okay, in terms of the TDI, the MDX oscillator 4. We have a warning shot right now. We have 2 orange dots on the MDX PA indicator. We can actually see here, guys, we have overexhausted and take profit. We also can see here, guys, on the MDX oscillator 5, we have oversold. That's actually the second most oversold we've ever seen read. Minus 90 on the MDX oscillator 5. That is the second most dear or deep oversold signature we've seen ever on this indicator. And putting all that together in terms of saying, okay, well, all these things are pointing to the right direction. If you can see, the last time we got the same read, okay, was here. We have 2 orange dots. We have significantly oversold on the MDX oscillator 5, a warning shot on the TDI. You can see, guys, from that previous call, from those looking at that, we actually went up 40%. That's a 40% move. The only thing I really want to see right now, guys, on Bitcoin for the price action on these indicators, I want to see more divergences, okay? I want to see some more bullish divergences, okay? So I use the TDI up here, guys, the MDX oscillator 4. I actually use this for hidden bullish or bearish divergences. You can see here, actually, you know, this is a very, very, very good sign. You know, we had the short call on the indicator here. It said this is the time to go short from this candle. You could have taken a short, but we had this bullish divergence coming in from stochastic, but this hidden bullish divergence came on this candle. I might actually get the devs to make it so hidden bullish divergences pop up as well. It's maybe a pink or something like have to be an agnostic candle color, but something like a purple color or something, because this hidden bearish divergence here resulted in a continuation, and hidden bearish divergence means it's very good at spotting continuation. So hidden bullish divergence is spotting a upside move continuation. Hidden bearish divergence is for the downside in terms of a continuation for the downside. And we had that hidden bearish divergence, which is a really nice thing. A lot of you guys, there's literally almost 1,000 people using these indicators every day. So a lot of you guys would have seen that and taken that trade. So congratulations if you did. But they're the indicators, guys. You can get access to these indicators from mdxalgo.com, guys. This is mdxalgo.com. This is completely free to use. All these the indicators cost $60 a month. These are $60 a month, basically, just to make it frank. And then you get 5 indicators, and you can get access to all that from the mdxalgo.com. Check it out, leggies, mdxalgo.com. All this stuff you can see on the screen is completely free. Fear and Greed as well is on there. Okay, so I know we might build in the commitment to traders and the CBBI as well. I'm thinking about getting these 2 metrics. I've been talking to a few guys, but I want to try and get those metrics built into this as well. And also, guys, in the Telegram groups, come into the Telegram groups and put out ideas, because I can do anything I want on my own fucking platform, leggies. I can do what I want. So if you think if you like the idea of something, or you have you have a metric you want to see built into the portal in terms of this MDX Algo portal here, where you can see everything, slam a fucking comment down, guys, in the MDX Legends groups. And also, if you are a member, go on the Discord server and tell me and Chris T. Chris T's my CTO. He's a G. He is the fucking wizard of codes. Go and follow him on fucking Twitter. Wizard of Codes. Twitter, Wizard of Codes. That's my CTO. He is the wizard. He literally, he's the best. Think about it this way. My CTO, he built Hogwarts. All right? He fucking built it. He is the elder wizard. All the little muggle bloods, yeah, in that little Hogwarts building. The Wizard of Codes, the guy who built my portal, he built Hogwarts, legends. He built the building the wizards are made. Shit. Absolute legend. Right. Moving on swiftly, leggies. Okay, so let's get into gold as well. So I want to talk about gold, actually, because I think gold, the idea right now of gold is that we're looking like we've got some sort of big cup and handle playing out. And I think that what we're going to see, okay, if we do see a crash in equity, we're going to see, obviously, the Dixie as well. So I need to make this quite simple, because I don't want to make all these points go all around the place. So if we do see a big crash in equity, we're likely going to see Dixie move higher, okay? But how high can Dixie really go before we start seeing some macro, long-term resistance? Let me get these fucking charts up. Sorry, legends. My charts are all crazy. I would say that it's very unlikely, guys, that Dixie's going to get above this level here. It's just like this is decades. This is a lower high. If we get above here, guys, Dixie the dollar is actually looking like potentially, breaking out and having some crazy, upside move for the strength of the dollar. So I think it's unlikely, guys. I don't think we get that on the Dixie. Technically speaking, we are just uptrending here. We've come out of this. We've managed to break a few different levels. As long as we're above this on Dixie, I do think that we're creating ascending formation. We're going higher. I won't go into the whole dollar milkshake theory, etc. But just type in milkshake dollar, the dollar milkshake theory. And what we're seeing here, guys, we're seeing individuals, family offices, hedge funds, money management firms, fucking all the lot. People are, there's been profit taking from the rise in asset prices because of inflation. If we do go through a deflationary time or disinflationary time, we'll probably see the strength of the dollar rising through participants taking profit from asset prices rising. People are selling watches right now. Rolexes are going down. AP watches are going down. High-end wine and art is falling in price as well. It's not just happening to Bitcoin. It's not, real estate hasn't really caught up with it, but real estate usually pops. So you're seeing, generally speaking, asset prices going down a bit. Doesn't mean it's probably going to be a high low, but and then we have prices rising like fuel and gas and this kind of stuff. So that's another thing. So if we do get above, obviously got this level here, but if we do actually see, okay, I'll just make it really simple. If we see equity markets crash significantly, we're going to see Dixie pop up. Everyone's going to sell to cash, okay? I think what's going to happen is the Dixie is going to come against some resistance at some point. Obviously, it's not going to go up forever. And obviously, we know that the dollar eventually isn't a very good place to have a safe haven. So I think Dixie pops, everyone goes to cash. I then can see gold, because of the narrative of gold right now. The chart of gold is very, 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 it's very